watching Muriel's Mini Obsession. Today I'm doing a video where I'm going to be sharing some of my mermaid doll collection and also talking a little bit about the event that we're doing on Instagram, which is for MerMay. Now, if you've never heard of MerMay, it's the whole month of May. And it's just a time to celebrate all things related to mermaids, so the ocean, sea life, pirates, buried treasure, everything nautical. And so if you're into that sort of thing, it's just a really fun time. To do events. There's mermaid conventions that you can look for. And so on Instagram, myself and Fang Fang Boogie are hosting an event called #MerMazingDolls. And so every week of May, it's really like, it's like 4.5 weeks kind of, but we made it 5 weeks. And each week there is a different theme to help inspire your doll photography. And on the last day of May, May 31st, there's going to be a big event celebration, which is #MerMazingShelebration. And that's going to be really fun because we are going to be gifting 3 people some really cool prizes. So one of the prizes is going to be one of these Mermaid Island blind box BJDs. And I got this whole set of them for myself. Those are all the ones that you can get. And there's also this red one, which is the Chase. So like these are mine and I've opened them and I'm going to share some of them with you. But the one that we're giving away is going to be sealed, not open. So this is one of the mermaids that you could potentially get. This is the pink one, obviously. She's super cute. And they do have inset eyes. I don't know if you can see that well, but focus. They have inset eyes, and they have these little like bras that are movable, although I'm not quite sure why you would want to. I mean, I guess if you wanted to put an outfit on and not have the bulk under, you could potentially take it off. And they have these grasping hands. They come with another set of hands here, and also a little wand, and there's a key. And what the key is for is that so their hair actually just comes off. You can just like kind of pull it off like that. So that's another fun thing, is like if you have more than one of these, you can like swap their hair and stuff. Okay, and then the head just opens up like so. And the key is used to move the eye position. Sorry, that's hard to see. But you can basically adjust the eye position from side to side using the key. So that's kind of a nice feature that I really like about them. They're a lot more cartoonish or like anime looking than, for example, I got the Antu Secret Title Language BJD mermaids, and they have a lot more like articulation in the tail. Like this basically has 3, maybe 4 points. And so like you can, they do move around. The other ones have a lot more articulation in the tail, but they have painted on eyes. So I do think that's one thing that's really nice about these, is that they do have the inset eyes and you can adjust the position. The other thing that I'm obsessed with about these is that every single one comes with a seashell chair. Like, how cute is that? I can't get over it. Oh, I freaking love them so much. And they're so cute. A little bow on the back and like little starfish. And each of the shell chairs is a slightly different coloring. So that's really fun. They also come with a little cutout card, which is cute. So I'm gonna maybe just show you one more of these because they're just so cute, and you get a more of an idea of what you might potentially get. So the next one that I'm going to share with you is the blue one, and this is her chair. It's got a slightly different coloring to it, and this is her. Just set her in the chair so you can kind of see how they fit. And I love that she has this like moon theme going on. That's so cute. And I haven't actually measured these dolls. I have a measuring table actually because I sell fabric. And so let's just check this real quick. Hold on, I will be right back. So these are around 8 inches, maybe just a touch smaller. So if you have any other dolls that are around that size, you could potentially use the shell chair for them as well. So that's one thing that I really like about these blind boxes. You're not just getting the doll, you're getting the chair that could also be used for other dolls as well. So I just think that's really fun. And I also just have to show you really quick that her wand is different from the other one. So hers has like a little crescent moon on it. So cool. Now before I move on to sharing some more of my mermaid doll collection, I want to give a big thanks to the sponsors for our giveaway. And that includes Amara Felice of MermaidDollMagic on Etsy, who so generously gifted us 3 sets of mermaid tail outfits, which are sized for Barbie dolls, but they can potentially be also used for other dolls of similar size. And also I have to thank Saoirse of Saoirse Arts, who's also on Etsy and Instagram. She very generously gifted us 3 beautiful enamel mermaid pins that she designed herself. So thank you, Saoirse. I also have to thank Jessica of Wish Eater Art on Instagram and Etsy for giving us her really cool Tic Tac aquariums that she's handmade. Each one, they're each individual and they're beautiful at a very, very significant discount. So thank you. And also to Nicole from James Meeble, who also gave us a very nice discount on some really cute tropical drinks that are sized perfectly for your dolls. So thank you so much to all of our sponsors for helping to make this giveaway really awesome. So these are not exactly dolls, but I wanted to share some figures that I feel like really fit the whole mermaid theme. And they are Gumon figures from the Dreaming Sea collection. It's just the box. And I have a whole video of these guys opening them, but I just wanted to share 2 of them with you because I think they're really cute. So hard to see with my face. There, I think it's focused. This one is like seashells and a little coral starfish. These are just really fun, you know, little figures to kind of like mix in with the dolls. This one is a jellyfish. can kind of see that. Anyway, I just think those little guys, they're like weird, they're strange looking in a way with their like head shape and their helmets. I don't know, I just find them really charming though. All right, next up, I am going to share with you a birthday present from my dear friend Tina, who is Peculiar Pullip on Instagram and also Diary of a Smartie now because she's into smart dolls now. Anyway, she gifted me Pullip, sorry, she's like in a sitting position, Pisces Alrescha. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to be said, but it is actually a star in the Pisces constellation. So she's actually supposed to be a star, but she's a mermaid as well, to represent, you know, Pisces, fish, mermaid, girl. I just think that she's so beautiful. She's one that I kind of, you know, Tina actually, she messaged me and she was like, why do you not already have the Pisces doll? Because I am a Pisces and it's something that I talk about fairly often. So she's like, why do you not already have this doll? Do you not want her? And I was just sort of like, no, it's not that I don't want her. I think I just, I don't know, I have like a weird logic with my doll collecting. A lot of it is very impulsive. But then once in a while, I'm like, oh, I should think about this. And she was one that I was like, she's a Pisces. I should probably get her. But then my brain's going, well, you shouldn't just get her because she's a Pisces. And I mean, in all fairness, I do think that she is a beautiful doll. If you're not familiar with Pullips, they have an eye mechanism, so she can actually move her eyes from side to side. And they also can, sorry, it's hard to do backwards. They can also close their eyes. So you could see she has like pink eyeshadow there. And her hair, oh, her hair is like really nice. It's so soft and long and shiny. She's a beautiful doll. So when Tina sent her to me, I was absolutely thrilled. And I was also like, Tina's right. Like, why did I not have this doll already? So I'm very happy to have her. She is a special part of my collection now. So we've been on spring break the last week. So my kid was home from school and, you know, we weren't going anywhere. So we just did like a few little day trips and things like that. But we also spent quite a bit of time at home. And so we did some art projects and things like that. And one of the things that my kid really wanted to make a backdrop so that she could also participate in hashtag mermazing dolls. She's 5, by the way. But yeah, she's very enthusiastic. And so I helped her make this seascape, which, like, I mean, I'm impressed by this, honestly. I'm like, I'm going to be making one for the event as well. And I'm like, I hope mine turns out half as good as hers. But anyway, that's just like a fun thing that you can do if you want to participate, make your own background, but it really doesn't have to be complicated. You can take a doll to a beach and take a picture. You can even use like an app like Photo Room to like superimpose a background if you want. You know, you just get creative and whatever you have to work with, like it's all good. You don't have to make it complicated. It's really just for fun and to, you know, connect with other doll collectors. So last but not least, I want to share, I was looking online, as I so often do as a doll collector, seeing what is out there. And I saw that Walmart had some really good sales on the Mermaze Mermaidz dolls. And I have a couple of them, but they are such a pain to unbox. Like, they are probably the worst doll I've ever had to unbox. So I think subconsciously, they're beautiful, but I have avoided getting more simply because the unboxing process is so painful. But some of these were on sale for $8, $14, and I think they were originally around 30 or something. So I was just like, oh, you know, Mermaid's coming up and this is a great sale. So I actually picked up 3 of them. One of them is this Orra one. And she was like, I don't know, a special, I can't remember how they listed, or, oh, collector edition. That's how she's listed. And she, I mean, I think she's beautiful for sure, but it's just kind of, in my opinion, like a gimmick, because she comes with these glitter hair gel things that I guess you can put them on the doll or you can use them on real hair. You know, me and my kid might have some fun with those, but from a doll collector perspective, it's not something I really care about. But she is beautiful, so I'm going to unbox her, as well as I got 2 of the winter ones. They call them Winter Waves is the name. And I just think they're so cool because they have these like glitter tails that they're like snow globes. Oh, I'm obsessed. Okay, I also have to just digress here for a moment because I was so excited that they were going to be coming out with slumber party dolls of the Mermaid's dolls, and they looked great. The accessories, the clothes, the face ups, everything. I was like, this is amazing. And then I heard they were discontinued, and then they popped up at some toy shop in the UK, and I've seen videos of some other YouTubers opening them in the UK, and I'm so jealous. But they haven't come here, and there's no word on whether they are going to make it to the US or not. I'm like on the verge of tears here right now. Okay, might partly be allergies, but I love them, and I'm just like so sad that they're not potentially gonna ever come here. So I think that there was also a little bit of the part of like this impulse buy on these, but I really do love these dolls. They have beautiful faces, and I'm gonna show them in more detail close up when I get them out of the box. But I also got this one, and what is her name? Does it not say on here? How does it not say the name on the box? I'm sorry. I don't know what her name is. This is, oh, it's on the back. Harmonique. Okay. I think she may have had a doll in the first release of these dolls, but I didn't get her. Okay. I'm going to get those open. I'm going to show you just a little snippet of how awful it is to open them. And then you can see them in all their glory. I finally got her out of the box. It actually, I know it looked probably quick with the fast forwarding, but it actually took me 8 minutes. And this is not a doll that a child is going to be able to take out of a box on their own. So yes, an adult is going to need to take this doll out of the box. But this is everything that she comes with: the doll, comb, these hair clip thing, they're like bobby pins, and the glitter hair gel. And I'm not going to really bother getting into that right now. But the doll herself is really beautiful. I love the faces, the sculpt, and the face ups on these dolls. They're just like, they've got kind of this ethereal quality to them. And I love that they have the inset eyes. I just think they are so pretty. The hair quality on them is not necessarily the best hair quality that I've seen. This one does not feel horrible though. And it does have some gel in it. They recommend washing it out on the instructions. She has like molded on scaly kind of looking top, and she is supposed to be a color change doll. So supposedly when you put her in cold water, this whole tail turns to like a darker shade of gray. Let's see if let's find the picture in the box again. Put it to the side. But yeah, you can see on the box here, or it shows color change. It's supposed to get darker, I guess. So I don't know. I'm not going to test that out right now. But I know that on my other Mermaze dolls that are from the first line, they do color change, but the water has to be super cold. That's the thing that I've noticed. And it does take a little time. One thing that's definitely different about her tail is it has almost like a rubbery feel to it, which is different. My other ones, like this almost feels like she could have legs in there, although I know that she doesn't. But yeah, it's got this like rubberized feeling to it, which I don't love because I know that that has a tendency to degrade more over time versus like hard plastic. But yeah, and then her tail is kind of interesting on the bottom. It actually splits in two. And so this is supposedly how you have her stand up like that. All right, I have so many things to say about this doll. I'm not quite sure where to begin. She's my first Winter Waves Mermaid's doll, so there's some things about her that are new to me versus the original line. So for one thing, this was one of the first things I noticed, is that she has painted nails, which is nice, but her hand sculpt is different. It's much flatter and less expressive than the previous ones. I'm just going to show her hand sculpt next to Orra's. Let's see if you can see the difference here. It's hard to get them both. But yeah, Orra's hands are just like, they've got so much more, you know, character to them. They're much more expressive. So it's a little disappointing. That's one of the things that I love the most about the first line of these dolls is the expressive hand. So I'm kind of sad that that is missing on these, but I mean, she is still really gorgeous. I mean, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but her skin, like particularly on her abdomen, it's got this almost like holographic, glittery look to it. I don't know if that's coming off on camera, but it's actually super pretty. And of course her tail. I mean, this is just like, I love the snow globe tails. This is just like magical to me. Another thing that is different in this line, we get a stand. Okay, so presumably we didn't have stands for the first line because those dolls could stand, quote unquote, using the fin on their tails. So now her tail does have articulation to it, so I'm gonna see if she will stand. I don't know, maybe if I put it back. Yeah, so she can stand using her tail, but we also get like an official stand, which, you know, is kind of nice because then you're not putting pressure on the articulation here, and that will, you know, hopefully last longer. It's always nice to have a stand, just, you know, to have it as an option. Okay, another thing I want to point out is that she comes with this like puffy winter jacket, which is, you know, I mean, mermaids wearing puffy winter jackets. I don't know if I'm totally buying it, but it is kind of a cute jacket. It has this rainbow kind of tie-dye looking lining, and it almost looks like it could be fully reversible. So I am going to quickly attempt to turn it all the way around, including the sleeves, and I will see if that works. Okay, so it is actually fully reversible. It was a little bit tricky to get the sleeves turned around. I ended up using actually the comb that came with Orra. But you know, any kind of like narrow stick type thing would probably work. Yeah, this thing is like, the sleeves are fully lined, so I'm like, this is perfect. I mean, even the way that they have placed the snaps on here, you can still snap it closed. You know, so if you're more of a fan of color, rather than like the metallic space look, you know, you've got options. That's kind of nice. Just pointing out really quickly, she does come with seashell earrings, which are cute. She comes wearing these like ear muffs, which again, it's like mermaids with ear muffs. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I have to, oh, wow. Do these come out? They do. So she actually has 2 pairs of earrings. That is kind of awesome. So they can either be a decoration on the earmuffs, or you can just wear them as earrings. That's nice to have those options, really. And then she just comes with some other like little makeup accessories. There's nail polish, lip gloss, mascara, and those all open. I'll just show you really quickly. It's the mascara, and you can see it has like a little tiny mascara brush there. And one thing that I was like kind of amused by, no, it won't close. Why won't it close now? Oh wait, okay, I've got it going the wrong way. There we go. Okay. The other thing I was amused by is she comes with this. Can you tell what this is? This is a cassette player. Like a Walkman. Well, it's not a Walkman. It doesn't have any like headphones with it, but a cassette player. Who'd have thunk? All right, I'm gonna move on to the final Mermaid's doll. All right, so this one, is one that, this is Nera. That there are things I really love about this doll and things I'm not crazy about. So I do love her face up. It's very pretty. And I love like the coloring and everything. I don't love these little, I don't know what they are. This hairdo, the way they're sticking up. It's just like they're gelled in kind of an odd position, so I don't think they look that great. I may end up taking her hair out at some point. I don't know, but I do love her tail, love the snow globe effect. And one thing I forgot to mention about the last one is that these dolls are supposedly color change in cold water as well. Although obviously like that won't happen with the snow globe portion, but I guess the fin and I don't know, maybe this part, I'm not sure, but they do supposedly have some color changing effect to them. But overall, I think she's a very beautiful doll. She was $8, so I'm not mad at that. She comes with two purses, and this one I think is pretty cute. This one I'm a little confused about. It's like a vest purse. I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I don't think it's something that I would actually use as an accessory for my dolls. But it's there. She has some makeup items, cup, phone, and then the jacket, which I actually think is pretty fun. It's wild, but it has this belt of pearls, which actually, you know, is what keeps it closed. But it's cool because you can take that off and actually just put it on her without the coat. And I mean, it doesn't sit perfectly, but it kind of, you know, you can get a little bit of a different look by using it that way. I always like when there are just things that you can use in different ways. It gives you more options. It's always nice. But anyway, so unboxing these three Mermaid's dolls made me remember why I did not buy more after the initial ones, because they are just such a pain to unbox. And I think that probably going forward, if I am going to get any more of them, I will try to find them secondhand, honestly, because you know, someone else got to enjoy them first and have the displeasure of unboxing them, and will save me a lot of grief. So that is actually my official recommendation, is try to get these in good condition secondhand, because they are not fun to unbox. All right, if you have stuck with me this long, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and head over to Instagram to check out the Mermazing Dolls event. And I hope that you are able to join us because it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, see you next time.